When the goal is to lose fat and achieve impressive muscle definition, many people face a frustrating obstacle: the loss of muscle mass. To understand why this happens, it is necessary to look at what occurs in the body during a cutting phase. The process of losing weight requires consuming fewer calories than you expend, known as a caloric deficit. This deficit forces the body to seek alternative sources of energy, and if not properly managed, this may include breaking down muscles. The human body is intelligent and adaptable, but during periods of caloric scarcity, it prioritizes maintaining vital function. When fat stores are insufficient to meet energy needs, muscle mass can become the next resource used. This phenomenon, known as catabolism, is the main reason many people lose muscle while trying to lose fat. Now, picture this scenario. You dedicate yourself to weightlifting for months, build your strength, improve your physique, and feel like you're on the right path. Then, when you start the cutting phase to reveal all the hard work, you realize you've not only lost fat, but also muscle. This can be demotivating, but it doesn't have to be your case. Studies show that overly restrictive diets combined with inadequate training are major culprits behind muscle loss during cutting. Drastically cutting calories, overdoing cardio, or abandoning strength training are common mistakes that increase the risk of muscle loss. Fortunately, there are practical solutions and effective strategies to avoid this problem. The key to preventing muscle loss lies in careful planning that involves strategic adjustments to the caloric deficit, intelligent training, and a proper nutritional approach. By understanding what causes muscle loss, you can take steps to prevent it and move closer to your goals safely and efficiently. Now that we know why muscle loss occurs, it's time to explore how to adjust the caloric deficit intelligently, ensuring you can lose fat without sacrificing your muscle. To lose fat without losing muscle, one of the most important factors is the caloric deficit. It is what allows the reduction of body fat, but it can also be a dangerous trap if poorly managed. Understanding how to balance this deficit is essential to avoid losing muscle mass during cutting. The caloric deficit occurs when you consume fewer calories than your body needs to maintain your current weight. However, the big question is, how much deficit is necessary to lose fat without compromising your muscles? Many people make the mistake of cutting calories too drastically, believing this will accelerate weight loss. While the numbers on the scale may drop quickly, what many fail to realize is that a significant portion of this loss can be muscle mass. Science recommends a moderate deficit of 300 to 500 calories per day, depending on your metabolism and activity level. This adjustment is enough to stimulate fat loss without putting your body in a state of alarm, where it starts breaking down muscle for energy. This gradual approach not only protects your muscles, but is also more sustainable in the long term, reducing the risks of extreme fatigue and loss of performance in training. Another crucial point is the composition of the calories consumed. It's not just about cutting calories, but prioritizing nutrients that help preserve muscle. Protein, for example, plays an essential role. Consuming between 1.6 and 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily helps protect lean mass even during a caloric deficit. Carbohydrates are also important as they provide energy for your workouts, while healthy fats are essential for hormonal balance. Advanced strategies such as the use of refeed days or caloric cycling can also be effective in preventing muscle loss during cutting. These methods help keep the metabolism active, giving the body a strategic pause in the caloric deficit and reducing the risk of muscle catabolism. Avoiding muscle loss is a balancing act. The caloric deficit must be enough to lose fat, but never so aggressive as to sacrifice muscle. Paying attention to your body's signals is essential. Low energy levels, loss of strength during workouts, or stagnation in fat loss may indicate the need for dietary or training adjustment. If you're enjoying this content and want more tips like these, subscribe to the channel right now. When it comes to avoiding muscle loss during cutting, training is just as important as nutrition. The goal is clear: maintain muscle mass while losing fat. To achieve this, it's essential to understand the role of strength training and how it should be adjusted during this phase. Many people believe that when entering a caloric deficit, they should reduce the weights they lift or decrease training intensity. This is a mistake. Muscle responds to stimuli. If you don't continue challenging it, the body may interpret that the muscle mass is no longer necessary and start breaking it down. Progressive overload, which involves continuously increasing training intensity, remains the best approach even during cutting. During this phase, the focus should be on maintaining strength. Keep the weights you're already lifting, even if the volume, the total number of repetitions and sets needs to be slightly reduced. For example, if you bench press 80 kilograms, try to maintain that weight. If you find it difficult to complete all the repetitions, adjust the number of sets, but never sacrifice intensity. Another crucial aspect is training frequency. Training each muscle group at least twice a week can help preserve muscle mass, ensuring the stimulus is frequent enough. Additionally, prioritize compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and rows, which recruit multiple muscle groups and are more effective in maintaining strength and muscle size. What about cardio? This is a common question. Cardio is a tool to increase the caloric deficit, but it should be used in moderation. Overdoing cardio can lead to fatigue and increase the risk of muscle loss. Prioritize strength training and add cardio sessions only when necessary to complement the deficit. High-intensity interval training can be a good alternative to save time and minimize negative impacts on lean mass. Another point to consider is rest. Often overlooked, rest is fundamental for muscle recovery. Remember, your muscles don't grow during training, but during recovery. Aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, and respect rest days to ensure your body is ready for the next workout. Finally, monitor your results. If you notice a loss of strength or muscle size, this could be a sign that something needs adjustment. Reviewing your diet, reducing cardio volume, or reevaluating your training plan might be the key to getting back on track. The balance between training, nutrition, and rest is the secret to avoiding muscle loss during cutting. By maintaining intensity in your workouts and strategically adjusting your routine, you'll be one step closer to losing fat and achieving the defined body you've always wanted. If you're still with us, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and ensure access to more content that will transform your training and result. If training is the foundation for maintaining your muscles during cutting, nutrition is the fuel that keeps this foundation strong. To lose fat without losing muscle, what you put on your plate is just as important as what you lift in the gym. Let's explore how a strategic nutritional approach can prevent muscle loss and optimize your results. Protein is your primary ally in preserving muscle. During cutting, protein intake should be prioritized to provide the body with the amino acids needed to repair and maintain muscle tissue. Studies suggest consuming between 1.6 and 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. For a 70-kilogram person, this translates to 112 to 154 grams per day. Lean sources like chicken, fish, eggs, low-fat dairy, and plant-based proteins such as tofu and lentils are excellent options. Distributing protein intake throughout the day also makes a difference. Splitting consumption into 4 to 5 meals helps maintain a steady flow of amino acids in the bloodstream, creating a more stable anabolic environment. This can be done easily by adding protein sources to every meal and snack. While protein is essential, carbohydrates shouldn't be overlooked. They are the primary energy source for workout and help preserve glycogen stores in the muscles, which in turn protects against catabolism. Complex carbohydrates like brown rice, sweet potatoes, oats, and fruits are the best choices. Adjust the amount of carbohydrates based on the intensity of your workouts and overall caloric goals. Healthy fats also play a critical role, particularly in hormonal health. During cutting, reducing fats too much can harm hormones responsible for muscle growth and metabolism. Foods like avocado, olive oil, nuts, and seeds are excellent sources and should make up around 20 to 30% of your daily caloric intake. What about supplements? During cutting, some options can help prevent muscle loss. Whey protein is a popular choice for being a convenient and quick protein source. Creatine can also remain part of your routine, as it supports muscle strength and recovery. Branched-chain amino acids, or BCAAs, can be helpful in specific cases like fasted workouts or periods of limited caloric intake. Another aspect to consider is hydration. During fat loss, dehydration can negatively affect performance and muscle recovery. Make sure to drink enough water throughout the day, and if necessary, include electrolytes in your routine to replenish the minerals lost during training. Advanced strategies like refeed days or high-calorie days can also be incorporated. These days act as strategic pauses in the caloric deficit, helping replenish glycogen stores, improve training performance, and provide psychological relief for those following a restrictive diet. They usually involve a temporary increase in carbohydrate intake while keeping protein consumption stable. Success in nutrition for cutting doesn't depend on a perfect diet, but rather on consistency and smart adjustment. Monitor your progress, pay attention to signs like loss of strength or energy, and don't hesitate to make changes such as adjusting carbohydrate intake or adding more calories on heavy training days. Nutrition is the foundation for balancing fat loss and gaining muscle definition. A well-structured plan can not only protect your muscles, but also maximize your results as you work toward your goal. Now, let me know in the comments, what is your biggest challenge when adjusting your nutrition during cutting? I'd love to hear from you and perhaps create exclusive content to help you overcome it. Achieving a balance between losing fat and avoiding muscle loss during cutting is a dynamic process. Even with an effective training plan and a well-structured healthy diet, monitoring your results and making constant adjustments is essential to ensure success. Without proper tracking, you may unknowingly stray from your goal. One of the best ways to track progress is by combining different evaluation tools. The scale, while useful, doesn't always tell the full story. Complement it with weekly photos of your body measurements such as waist, chest, and arms, and if possible, body composition tests like bioimpedance. These methods help identify whether you're truly losing fat or starting to lose muscle mass. Pay attention to your body's signals. If you notice a significant drop in strength during workouts, it might indicate that the caloric deficit is too aggressive or that something in your diet needs adjustment. Similarly, low energy levels and difficulty completing workouts may signal it's time to revise your carbohydrate or fat intake. Additionally, keeping a food and training journal can be an excellent tool to track what's working and what isn't. Record your daily food intake, including calories and macronutrient, and monitor your performance during workouts. This will allow you to identify patterns and make more precise adjustments. Adapt your routine as needed. If you find you're losing weight too quickly, you might be sacrificing muscle mass in the process. In this case, consider slightly increasing your calories or adding an occasional refeed day to restore energy and protect your muscles. On the other hand, if fat loss has stalled, you can review the caloric deficit or adjust your training volume. Another important factor is psychological support. Cutting can be mentally challenging, especially when dealing with dietary restrictions and changes in your body. Maintaining a positive mindset and celebrating small achievements along the way can help keep you motivated. Remember, consistent progress, even if slow, is always better than quick results that don't last. Finally, trust the process and be open to learning from the results. The journey to lose fat and achieve perfect muscle definition requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to adjust strategies over time. Now, I want to know, how do you monitor your progress during cutting? Share your strategies or questions in the comments, and let's discuss how to optimize your result. Maintaining muscle mass while working to lose fat and achieve definition isn't easy, but it's not impossible either. By combining intelligent caloric deficit strategies, focused training, a healthy diet, and consistent monitoring, you can avoid losing muscle and achieve the body you've always dreamed of. Throughout this video, we've explored the essential pillars to ensure you don't sacrifice your gains in the pursuit of definition. We've learned how to adjust the caloric deficit in a balanced way, prioritizing essential nutrients like proteins and carbohydrates. We've discussed the importance of maintaining intensity in strength training and how rest and recovery also play a vital role in the process. Additionally, we've shown how careful monitoring can be the difference between success and failure in achieving your goals. Remember, achieving muscle definition is a process that requires patience, dedication, and continuous adjustment. There are no magical solutions, only a set of proven practices that, when followed consistently, bring real and lasting results. You're not just transforming your body, you're strengthening your mind and learning to take better care of yourself. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the time. Here, you'll find more tips like these, along with exclusive content to help you train, eat, and achieve your fitness goals more efficiently. Subscribe and join our community dedicated to transforming lives through knowledge and practice. Do you want to learn more strategies to accelerate your results and transform your body without losing muscle? Click on one of the videos appearing on your screen right now. You'll find amazing tips to optimize your training, fine-tune your nutrition, and achieve the muscle definition you've always dreamed of. Choose your next step to keep progressing.